Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You can see we're here on New Dawn in a domination match. We are going to be reviewing the Japanese Tier 6 original Tech Tree Destroyer line. Maybe the best ship in the line, the Akatsuki. There she is. I think that's just the opinion of a lot of people that this is the best ship of that line. Um, But maybe I'm wrong. Who knows? I mean, Fubuki, very strong destroyer as well. All right, so you can see we're top tier here on New Dawn, and it is the best kind of match to showcase a destroyer doing its job. That's right, domination match. We are headed towards the alpha cap because, as you know, your job as a destroyer is to capture these cap circles and hold them if you can. All right. Other than that, targets of opportunity, Akatsuki, definitely not a gunboat at all. I would not use the guns unless you absolutely had to, or if you've watched any of my other videos, if you are about to hide behind an island, that's a great time to shoot the guns. Maybe, hopefully, trying to set somebody on fire, or if it's towards the end of the game and multiple friendly ships are shooting at an enemy ship, that's also a good time to shoot the guns. But other than that, I would not shoot them unless I had to. All right, we got some targets out here. Nuremberg looks like a likely suspect, so we're going to torpedo him. And a Queen Elizabeth that is a little bit out of range. And we send our second toward the Nuremberg and our third towards the red team destroyer. And I'm turning into this rock. Just trying to stay out of the detectability of that destroyer. That did not work, so I smoked up, and I'm not sure if anyone would blame me for doing that. Like I said, you do not want to engage in a gun battle of any kind. All right, speaking of which, we got our first kill on the Nuremberg with a torpedo strike, first blood medal, and we are moving back out of this cap circle. Still a destroyer over there, don't know where it is exactly. Somewhere in the smoke, so we are going to wait here, I think, for our torpedoes to reload. As you can see, he is busy torpedoing at an actual target, which I would probably be doing too, uh, as opposed to a notional target. And we are going to torp a second time and a third time into the smoke. And as you can see, this cruiser is doing a great job of going right at the enemy destroyer, kind of forcing him to maneuver or possibly going to make him appear. Torpedoes are all over the smoke cloud. As you can see, it is a T-61 and he has left the area. So I shot there because we're in a bunch of enemy ship, friendly ships, sorry, and we are shielded by a smoke cloud that is in the process of dissipating. But I just think he has better targets than me. All right, clearly I was wrong. As you can see, the HE does do a fair amount of damage. We do disable his turret and his torpedo launcher, albeit temporarily, and then we disable his turret again and knock out his propulsion. And we can just keep doing this. There aren't any other ships nearby, so we can afford to gunboat a little bit here. You know, in terms of the damage taken, he's taken way more damage than we have. Part of that is due to our maneuverability, and we do take a little bit of damage there, but we already capped, so that was kind of a little too late on his part. All right, he's not coming back up, so I think I'm going to launch one set of torpedoes in case he does. There are a couple of friendly ships there, so I feel comfortable leaving him there and heading towards Bravo. You know, I mean, you're not a gunboat. you would lose in a gunfight to the T-61. It's possible that um, not all the friendly ships would help you or be able to shoot at him or would want to shoot at him. So I don't really advise chasing an enemy destroyer in a torpedo boat unless he is on very, very low health. All right, we got a Queen Elizabeth. That was the Queen Elizabeth from the beginning of the match, I think. We also have an Indianapolis over here. Um, so we'll torped the Indianapolis. Hopefully those aren't shark-infested waters. All right, too soon. Queen Elizabeth still out of range. Everybody else still out of range. We will torp again at the Indianapolis. And it looks like he's stopping and starting. So we'll torp in the middle just for good luck. We're just trying to get one torpedo strike. And we can kind of maneuver a little bit here to maintain our distance. All right, maybe we're not maneuvering. We're just driving right at him. We're shooting at him because we're trying to finish him off. Why not? We do set him on fire. I think he damage cons it. Torpedoes are moving in. And we just need one torpedo strike to finish off the Indianapolis. There it is. All right, so we smoked up because we were visible, and this Dallas is moving in here. We will engage the Dallas with our guns. Looks like he's smartly turning away. You can see the range on the torpedo meter was increasing quite rapidly, so we don't have to worry about him. Fuso out of range still, so we'll go back to shooting out of our smoke screen at the Dallas, and we will torp at the Dallas. Maybe the Dallas will turn back. Nope, he didn't. All right, so the Dallas is running away. The Fuso is now in torpedo range. Hopefully, he goes on the near side of the island. Still gunboating the Dallas. Torpedoes coming in. So thankfully, we have good enough propulsion to be able to get in and avoid those. Obviously, those did not come from the California. They came from another ship, but the California is in torpedo range, and we are coming up on a reload, so I'm going to bounce off the island here and use that to side scrape backwards. And right now I'm praying that someone makes the California come back up on our viewer, and they do. All right, salvo number one out at the California. And I want to say we're going to shoot at the California. And now keep in mind, I know that there's another destroyer around here. I know there is because he shot torpedoes at us, but I don't know where he is. So absent that, we are going to continue to torp at the California. Now there some shots came in, and that makes me think the destroyer's there. It's the Blizkovica. We get a really good shot and do a ton of damage to him, but the Blizkovica is a gunboat, make no mistake. He can wreck us, but we get another really good broadside hit of HE, and we finish him off. Meanwhile, torpedoes still going at the California, vertently or inadvertently. We are shooting at him through the smoke screen. We set him on fire. He takes a bunch of damage, and we get a torpedo strike to finish him off for kill number 4. All right, we got a Queen Elizabeth out here, and so we'll torp at the Queen Elizabeth. And I want to say the other battleship is the Fuso. Yes, it is Fuso, almost on no health. We will shoot at the Fuso. So this is I've been shooting a lot in a ship that I harped on about not shooting the guns in the beginning of the match. These are just shots that I either have to take or that I can take because there's so much else going on in the battle that we're probably not going to be targeted and can get away with it. All right, torpedoes in the water. 3 sets going toward the Queen Elizabeth. Set number 1 and number 2 are probably going to miss. Gunboating the Queen Elizabeth here because I don't have much to lose. And maybe that first torpedo and that second salvo might get the job done. We set her on fire, and yes, Kraken unleashed. All right, so we're getting some milestones here. I don't even remember what campaign this was for. Oh, too funny. All right, so we ended up with the Kraken Unleashed on the first blood medal, 68,292 total damage, just 5 torpedo strikes to get our 5 big kills, and 1 assisted base cap. 313,000 plus silver, 3582 ship XP, 10,746 commander XP. Definitely not the greatest Kraken of all time, but on these upper tier Japanese destroyers, we're getting a lot of Krakens, so I'm going to show them to you. Nothing warms the heart like a Kraken. My grandmother used to tell me that. All right. I guess we're just pausing on the screen to admire how great it was. Um, oh, I guess I was wondering what all these things I got were. So we accomplished a bunch of hard mode stuff there. Still got another Kraken to go. And there we are at the top of the board, 2388 base XP with those 5 big kills. We had some good team play going on there, and you can tell most of our teammates did survive. All right, let's go into the port and look at the Akatsuki AA Guns Mod 2. Now, I'm not sure I would keep that in retrospect. 48 is not great. If we took that off, it'd probably go down to 43. So I am going to take it off and put the aiming systems back on. I just think that's more valuable than the AA mod. Because of the dispersion and the traverse of the torpedoes. Propulsion mod 2 and concealment system mod 1, and it is a fully upgraded ship. And in terms of loadout, 2 charges of smoke generator, 2 charges of the engine boost. We will run the Epic Commander XP booster, the Epic Global XP booster, and the Common Battle booster for speed. We had to make a permanent Type 3 camo, and we've got the early adopter flag. 11,790 hit points with our build. Um, yep, the number isn't changing. All right, 3 twin 127 turrets, 10.4 kilometer firing range, reload in 8.3 seconds, turn in 16.4 seconds. HE shells do 1800 damage with a 7% fire chance. The AP shells do 2200 damage. Really, I would say default to the AA whenever, or the HE whenever possible. Torpedo launchers, 2 triple tube launchers, reload every 66.9 seconds. The torpedoes do 17,661 damage, 10-kilometer range at 66 knots. The detectability is 1,800 meters. Your main battery does count as AA, it is dual purpose. Maneuverability 39.1 knots, 640-meter turning circle, 3.2-second rudder shift time, and concealment 4.8 on the surface, 2.6 from the air, 2.5 when firing in smoke. So this is definitely a sneaky torpedo boat. You want to play it as a sneaky torpedo boat. We'll look at the sneaky torpedo boat commander. Reizo Tanaka, pretty standard build here. I think lately I've been using Destroyer Be Destroyed in the 4th row. But really, those last two are interchangeable depending on how you choose to play or what you emphasize in your gameplay. That is a look at the Akatsuki. We will have I believe it's the Shiratsuyu coming up on Friday. I hope you tune in for that. Thanks so much.